It's 7:51 on AM Tampa Bay, and we've got a gentleman joining us right now who is working on learning his English, and that would be Michael Francis.
Well, last chance to do it, Jack, for this season. Let's see how he's done.
The Florida Orchestra music director is on board here this morning, and welcome to the studio, just back from Germany, no less.
Well, howdy, Jack. How are you? I've been learning my English real good.
Hey, your West Virginian ain't bad.
Not too bad at all, sir. How are you both?
Doing great.
Yes.
Doing great.
Just got back in from Germany yesterday, and looking forward to the end of the. Well, not looking forward to the end of the season. I'm always sad when the season's over, but
Goes by so fast.
It really does, yeah. But we have some fantastic concerts this week. We have one of the great symphonies for people to hear, Mahler's First Symphony, written when he was 25, 26 years old.
Now, I've definitely studied this before, Michael. 7 French horns, right? 7, which is just a ridiculous amount of French horns.
You surprise me every time. Yes, 7 French horns, and the great thing at the end of this piece is they all stand up. It's one of the great climaxes in music. So if you've never heard a Mahler symphony, this is the shortest one. This is the most accessible piece, and it's an amazing experience to hear it live.
That is so amazing. We've been to the rehearsals and things like that. The orchestra is just unbelievable anyway, and you stand there and it seems so simple to watch it, and you think, how do they do that? This is so amazing anyway. I'm blown away every time.
Yes, I mean, of course, most of these musicians have started as children. They really start at a very young age, and then they practice hours and hours every day. They're incredibly highly skilled professionals who just are passionate about what they do, and an orchestra brings them all together like a perfect society, and I, as the conductor, have the best seat in the house, helping to bring the best out of them.
Michael, have you ever thought of maybe bringing Jack as a special guest conductor, and he can just flail his arms like he just did right there?
With that group, believe me, they could still get right through it without any problem at all.
It would be great. We'll do Ode to Joy for your wife. There we go.
Joy, yes.
We also have a percussion concerto, and if you've never seen a percussion concerto, this is a great piece. It's by Andrew Norman, called Switch, and written for Colin Curry, who's actually going to be performing it. And this is a piece, and Andrew Norman was inspired by computer games, so he says it's like you're being stuck inside a pinball machine. He's running up and down, chasing, hitting things everywhere. It's extremely athletic and very, very exciting. And before that, we have a piece of music for 5 wood blocks or claves, and then at the same time as we're playing it, we're going to have the computer images behind so you can understand the music. So it's a really exciting multimedia feast for the eyes and for the ears. This is a concert not to be missed.
Yeah, and that's another thing, to watch the percussion section as they come out like nothing is happening, and they change their percussion instruments and their drumsticks and all of that kind of thing, and just very matter-of-factly, and then boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Well, this one has more boom, boom than anything. I mean, this is extraordinary because of there's so much percussion in the very front of the stage. It's really very thrilling.
You brought up the digital aspects, Michael. How is the orchestra experience? How has that evolved over the years with the digital editions?
Well, this season we've done quite a lot of multimedia. So when you come to see the planets, we had the images on the screen, and we also had a fantastic collaboration with a local artist called Jeff Strick. So we're doing a lot now to really expand it. So it's not just listening, it's also watching, being fully immersed in the whole experience. And if you want to be even more fully immersed, we also have the Inside the Music, and this is on the 5th of May. So this is on May the 23rd. At the Palladium. And this is a chance, if you want to discover a piece of music, I talk about the whole piece for the first half, give examples, and in the second half we perform the whole piece for you live. And this has become very popular, a way to really understand something. You might think, well, I'm not sure I understand that. Come to this, you'll leave completely hooked, because you'll realize this piece was written when he was under Stalin's regime, and the 4th symphony he wrote before he was in a lot of trouble. So if he didn't write a good piece, they were going to kill him.
That's wild. That is crazy,
isn't it?
Imagine
that. Imagine that kind of pressure when you're trying to write a symphony.
I thought shooting a free throw in basketball was a lot of pressure.
No, writing a classical symphony with Stalin's threat hanging over your head like the sword of Damocles.
That's got to be powerful if you think about that aspect of it and listen to the music knowing that. That's got to be extremely powerful. Incredibly
powerful. This also is one of the great symphonies with a phenomenal ending as well. And alongside that, we have the Tchaikovsky's Violin Concerto with our very own concert master, Jeff Molter, who is a fantastic world-class violinist. So to hear him shine in this piece, which everybody knows and everybody's heard, even if you don't recognize the name. And we put that with a new student composition winner, and this piece is based on Lord of the Rings, Lincoln Sandham from FSU. So this is just another example of how we have such a huge variety of music and try to support musicians from Florida as well as from Tampa Bay.
And one quick thing before we go, and that is you've got 2 free Pops in the Park concerts, and that's a spectacular thing because you can bring a picnic dinner and hit the park, and it'll be May 10th at Coachman Park in Clearwater at 7:30, and May 12th, Mother's Day, in Julian Lane, Riverfront Park in Tampa.
Beautiful.
That's on the West Bank here at 7:30, and you can get all this information here. Let me see, get my website here, floridaorchestra.org, floridaorchestra.org. Let me hear that West Virginia accent one more
Well,
time.
surely, Jack, I'll do my best.
www.
That caught you off guard, didn't it?
That certainly did.
We're going to miss you, though. It's been a great
Absolutely.
season.
Thank
Michael.
you, guys. Thank you to all at
Been great.
WFLA. See you next season.
All right.